Day 13, and the curse of the day 13s is still a thing, apparently. Last time we ended this off just meandering through the forest because all of a sudden we came out of the cave and all, you know, we fought those wolves that were way, way, way too easy for us. And that was clue number one, that we were in the wrong area. And then when we ran into all the old stuff we were in, that was clue number two, because as open world as this is in massive quotations, it's also very linear. So we got a long walk back to where we were going. So I'm just gonna expedite this and fast forward now, and then we'll get to whatever the fuck we were going, okay? Okay, so I can still talk over the fast forwarding, right? Depends on how closely I match this up. But anyway, point is yeah, it was really obvious where I was supposed to turn. All I had to do was look around a little bit, but you know, the Grillmore number, whatever the hell he was, 25, being like partially up that mountain there, kind of like misled me as to where I was supposed to be, and so I kind of took a wrong turn, and whatever. I mean, you turn in the quest, you figure the way forward would feasibly, perfectly reasonably be the way that you're supposed to go, but apparently no, that's not how this works. Just extra hiking up the mountain for funsies, I guess. Where we're actually supposed to go is to the north. Okay, so back to normal speed. This is where we found what's-his-face, and then I decided that, oh, the cave is where I had to go, but no! It's the Eye of Sauron! That's obviously the place we have to go, right? Because why else would they have a massive guiding beacon like that? Just gonna tiptoe our way back onto the path. Path of righteousness. Right on past this town that we freed, and then we can be on our way. Did not take much looking to figure that one out. All I did was I literally opened up the game and I was like looking at the map and I was like, oh, that seems like the obvious area you're supposed to go. And sure as shit, I did like I loaded the old save and I came in here and I was like, oh yeah, that looks like where I'm supposed to be. So that's when I reloaded the game and started the record. Got a little catch up to events there. And yeah, look, the quest marker, the red quest marker. How convenient. It even kind of looks like Sauron's tower. They were ripping everything off with this, were they not? And look at who it is. Gorn, old pal.
Gorn?
Well, who did you expect?
A city watch? A paladin?
Yeah, they let themselves be overrun by the undead. The stupid bums.
So the city was conquered?
All of it. Except the fortress. When we came here, I took my axe at once and crushed some bones. Now, at least the streets around the marketplace are free again.
Listen, Gorn, I need to see the king.
Well, you'd better speak to Diego then. He's been looking for a way into the fortress for some time now.
Where can I find Diego?
At the harbor. Go left along the houses until you reach the stairs. They'll lead you to the slums. Just look for Ningal. He must be there somewhere. He can show you the way.
Ningal is in Thorniara?
Yes. When Diego saw all this crap going on, he sailed to Tushu and fetched the Grand Masters to help us fight against the undead.
Who the hell was Ningal again? I'm obviously supposed to remember, but I don't. Okay. Just follow the left. Not left, but follow the houses left. Quest marker goes. Doesn't look very overrun by undead to me. Except for that cry, man. Very upset. This Ningal?
Ah,
Yes.
the neophyte.
What?
You ought to suffice.
Oh no. I've got no time to run errands. Gorn says. You know how I can get to the harbor?
That's right. The way is blocked, though.
How can I get through?
In the slums, there are 2 obelisks. If you activate both of them, you should be able to reach your goal.
How can I activate the obelisks?
I have prepared a spell and bound it in 2 scrolls.
Okay.
Right then, give me the scrolls. I need to get to the harbor.
I don't have them. My assistants have them.
And
Oh,
they
for
are...
Dead.
God's sake.
One of the useless fools you can see from here if you descend the stairs. The other one, well, you will have to look for him.
What are the obelisks?
Apparently, they were erected as a protection against negatives of the arcane spectrum.
Negatives? So they protect against Belial's magic?
He's not as stupid as he looks, but yes, in all likelihood, these obelisks were erected by Innos priests. They absorb all shadow magic beyond a given threshold. However, there is enough residual left for small spells.
And that means?
Our undead friends here will avoid this area in the future, but the effect of my battle spells remains unchanged.
How convenient. Alright, so... well, this looks like a way down. Note my lack of concern with the mention of having to use scrolls, because we already had to use one, and it wasn't really using a scroll. That was just the lore bit, but all we did was put up our hands and the shit fell down, so I'm not too concerned about having to do that again. Oh look! A friend! I'm more concerned. Oh, that's what the green glowy shit was about. Alright. These guys are pretty tough. As they should be. Zombie! Oh, well that's... not tough. So let's scroll, I dig it. Oh, it's not openable, fine. I hear stuff. Okay, that's the guy. Let's take out the fallen soldier first. Yay! Good use of the double damage there. The zombie can fight it. Ah, they're okay. They're not like completely useless, but... and that thing there, I assume that's what we're calling an obelisk. I'm pretty sure that's not what an obelisk is. Obelisks are supposed to be, well, tall for one thing, by my definition anyway. Maybe my understanding's incorrect, but that is my understanding. It's supposed to be tall, if nothing else. For fuck's sakes. So it's just raining, well, not men, but zombies. It's raining green shit that makes zombies rise up out of the ground. Now, forgive me, but I'm pretty sure that zombies are supposed to rise up from where people are buried, but unless this harbor used to be one hell of a battlefield, this seems kind of densely populated. Come on. You could give up on the heads, just shoot them in the center of mass and it'll be fine as long as you get a decent shot off. Okay. Yay, more health and no more fucking extra damage. I'm quite bored of this. I wish the zombies would just die. Like, they're not a challenge. Maybe they would be if I was a melee build, but we're not that. Fuck's sakes. Alright. More health at least. We take some hits. Now, let's use the stealthiness. That one looks like it has a sword. That one may... fuck! Okay, they don't seem to be alerted by mist. Nope. I lied. They are totally alerted by missed shots. It's fine. He didn't have a crossbow. And those are the... Oh, god damn it. He did have a crossbow. Fuck! Yes! Got him. It's okay. The only thing that scares me. Come on. Those would be nice. Add like 400 of the special ones. Fuck. Okay, come on, shoot. Didn't seem to do as much as I was hoping for. Because even the crossbowmen have swords. I gotcha. That's why I was caught up. That looks like a caster. I don't really care about casters. I care about crossbowmen. That one's coming through the house, clearly. Oh, no, they're coming through the house, because why not? You guys are having some programming difficulties, I can see. Jesus! He's too fast! I possess teleportation. Not actually, though. Oh, that guy seems to have no fucking clue what's going on, so let's do away with him. Fuck! If the zombie could decide where it's going... There's something glitched about, like, that section of ground. But if I step on it, I bet you it's not going to instantly teleport me on top of the roof. Nope. Only the enemies get that advantage. Oh, there's the other shit. And there's the other obelisk. Thing. And they were boards that just made them look the same as all of the other stuff. With magic. Okay, so they're using magic barrier technology there again. Go this way. Where I find Diego. Now, that's where I find Ningal. He condescended at for a minute.
I've activated the obelisks.
Yes, I can sense a magic flow. Here's the key to the Market Bridge Gate. It's in the northern part of the Market Quarter and leads to the harbor.
What? I really didn't need to go to the obelisks?
You certainly did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have given you the key.
You tricked me.
Why? You activated the obelisks, and that gets you to the harbor.
Alright, let's go around. Told you he'd be condescended at. He's kind of a dick. Oh, the raw guy's kind of dumb, so fair play. What? You tricked me into doing stupid tasks that are unnecessary? Yes, dude, that's been your job for like the last 2 weeks. My time, anyway. Where the hell? Open this. Can't go in that. Okay. This is the harbor. This is where Diego is. Somewhere. This seems like vaguely familiar from Risen. That's just a testament to how unmemorable that game is, that my memories are bleeding across from not only Risen 2 and 3, but also this. Either that, or maybe they just had that much samey shit between them.
Come to the lighthouse. Come to me.
So we're going to the lighthouse to take it. Now we're gonna go to the quest marker. Come on, because I want to talk to Diego. Every other Gothic game, your buddies would like come help you fight things, not just say, "Oh yeah, I did some fighting when you weren't looking, and now it's your turn." Seems to be the sentiment here.
There you are. Ah, I knew you'd make it here.
Diego, good to see you again. I found the forge in the Forgotten Temple.
Then Lirka was right.
Lirka?
Forget it. It's good that you're here.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for Milton. He's late. But tell me, what did you find in the temple? Does the forge really exist?
The forge is real. I found something more important in the temple.
What?
The truth. My revenge will have to wait. There is something more important here than I need to take care of. Gorn says you're looking for a way into the fortress.
Yes. I need to speak with Daka very urgently. But the fortress is blocked off. Any stranger is immediately suspected of cooperating with Drorhang.
The hell is Drorhang?
Who's Drorhang?
A robber baron in the king's service. Well, he used to be. He's proclaimed himself the new king and has taken over the Bastion.
Who is Daka?
The king's master spy. She's the only one still on our side. With her help, we could convince Hagen of our innocence.
Your innocence?
Drorhang brought us into discredit back then. He wanted to get rid of us, together. With Hagen's troops, we might still be able to save this town.
How do we get into the fortress?
Milton said he'd bring someone who could smuggle us in. But I think it's unwise to put all our eggs in one basket.
What do you intend to do?
Go to my place and discuss it with Lester. All he's been doing for the last few days was searching for a way to get into the fortress.
Okay.
How can I get to your place?
Simply follow the harbor street until its end, and you'll reach a gate to my place.
Any sign of that on the map? Oh, good. Reach the harbor street to the end. Alright, well. Just twists and winds.
How about a
Snips.
healing potion?
I'd like to look at your goods.
Healing potions? Yes, please. How many can I afford? You know what? Let's sell all of my garbage first. Yes, I know that I sold something that was technically better than what I had at one point. It's fine. I don't care. Oh, we can't sell it. Ha ha ha. Shh. There. Magical stuff. See, when we go through it too fast, I tend to lose things that are valuable, but a lot of this doesn't really matter so much. Like, it's such tiny little insignificant upgrades that it doesn't really matter for anything. 8 of these and 3 of those. Okay, what do you have? You have war arrows and hunting arrows. Wow. Take more war arrows. I mean, I have 17,000 gold. I could literally buy everything and then all of your potions. I could buy all of the potions. Oh, what? Oh, one is 1,500. Okay, so not actually. That just tells me how many I can buy for all of my gold. I gotcha. Let's buy 10. Because why not? Okay. Look, I actually used my money for something. There's a point to all that questing. Not that I've done tons and tons of side questing, but more than 0. Follow this around because all the doors are locked and closed, and
Whoever is still out there, get lost!
you're not supposed to be able to do this more than one way. Fuck! Shit.
Whoever is still out there, get lost!
Wasted my one advantage. Luckily they're all swordsmen, so it doesn't really matter. All we have to do is keep walking backwards and let them use the power attacks on nothing, and we're good. And, like, carefully aim. Don't squander it. There. Really could have just sold all my hunting arrows. They're useless to me now. Healing potion. Someone keeps sting me. Okay. Yay! Fuck. Oh god.
Quick!
Why do you keep telling me stuff? Or are they they're trying to help me out? I only have a bow, I don't have a crossbow. The bow is the only string to my whole fighting strategy. Come on. These are really tough zombies considering they're wearing absolutely nothing. As long as you don't shoot them in the head, which I mean, fair enough. That tracks for zombies. Never mind.
Whoever is still out there, get lost!
But I'm just trying to help. There's Diego's place. It's the nicest looking house, as is Diego's way. I like how he has like a house in every city, though.
Look at that! My friend! And in one piece!
Yes.
I see you survived your exertions pretty well. Diego sent me.
Diego, was the meeting successful?
Milton hasn't turned up yet. How are you doing here?
We haven't found just one way into the fortress, but 3. However, Rotter, Jilvi, and Daranis can't agree on which one we should take. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Rota, Jilvi, and Daranis? What are they doing here?
You'd better ask them yourself, my friend.
We have new friends for this whole thing. You're not one of them. Stealing from Diego. Because we're the best friends. They're just all scrolls anyway. What does Diego have a bunch of scrolls for? He's not a magic user. And just empty vials. Ooh, Mertarian plate mail. But it's all for melee stuff, so fuck it. Unless one of these happens to be for ranged. That'd be nice. It's a magic user helmet though. Looks cool but useless. And 80 armor. We're putting that on right now because this does 60 armor, 10 health, 10 stamina, which is not really important. Yeah, the 80 armor is much better. Looks almost like a Oblivion helmet. Come on. So I take it the guys are outside? Yeah, of course they are.
How can I help you? Who stands before my tired eyes? Welcome.
Lester says you know a way into the fortress.
I'm working on it, that's right.
So where's the hitch?
The counterpart of this teleport circle lies in the fortress, but as long as we haven't been there...
We can't teleport there. Why are you wasting your time on this?
Because it's possible to activate the stone circle with a command rune from a distance. I created a golem and sent it to my shop to bring me Milton's old command rune. But I'm beginning to get worried.
About the golem?
He should have returned long ago. He might have been damaged.
Why is your idea better than Rora's or Jilvi's?
Contrary to the others, I can guarantee that you'll get into the fortress.
And?
Searching for a golem shouldn't be difficult for a cunning mage. In the harbor quarter, it's easy to avoid missiles, and you can easily trick all melee attackers. Well, I do it myself, but to be honest, I cast my last combat spell 10 years ago.
Okay, but we need a rune, and I'm not going to be doing that, so you're the ranger.
Well,
What's
who
your
do we
plan?
have here?
I I need to get into the fortress by all means. Lester says you know how to get in there.
Yes, I came across a man by the name of Snaf.
Ha!
He's the king's cook and needs to get into the castle himself urgently. But the undead have surrounded his house. If you clear the way to the fortress and get him in there safely, he should be able to vouch for you. The guards should let you in then. Hey,
Alright, I don't mind that. Old Snaf.
Well, I'll be damned if that isn't my man!
Lester thinks you know the way to the castle.
I took a closer look at some of the old town maps. Diego gave them to Duranis to study. But the fellow thinks his own plan's much better. But I found something on the maps.
What have you found on the city maps?
In the occupied part of the market quarter, there's an old alley. It leads along the southern end of the trench, along the fortress. I'll kick my own arse if it doesn't lead into the fortress, right?
Is there a catch?
Well, you'll have to fight a way through these bloody sacks of bones, but it shouldn't be a problem, right? You just blow at them and they'll fall over.
Smelling of booze like that? Absolutely.
This quarter's ideal for close combat. If you take a close look at the map, you'll notice corners and narrow streets everywhere. You don't need to worry about the cowardly archers and mages there. Just jump out from behind a corner and bam! Whack 'em with one sword blow.
Well, we're not a fighter, so that doesn't sound great, so let's try Jilvy's plan.
I like your plan. I'm going to rescue Snaf and bring him to the fortress.
in fact, Snaf even gave me a key. Here, take it. But the way to the wealthy quarter is barricaded. You'll have to make a detour.
No problem. Explain it to me.
You can enter the sewers through Diego's basement, enter the trench from there, and follow it to the eastern part of the wealthy quarter. It's quite an open area, just right for a marksman. Snaf's house is in the west of the quarter. He put some candles in the window, so it shouldn't be hard to spot. He's put some candles on the windowsill so we can find him.
You said the same thing twice. Alright. So yeah, it gave us the melee, the mage, and the ranger's pathway of doing things. Lovely. Like, ranged is a perfectly viable solution here. So, where the hell is Diego's basement? That was his house, right? Oh, or is this it? This is probably it, isn't it? Better bow, please. Got war arrows, good. Siege bolts. Oh, we don't have bolts. 12 ranged power. I'll be putting that on pronto, I think. What does this give me? 5? Haven't been paying super close attention to the old equipment stuff. Probably to my own detriment. Okay. It's at 12, right? Oh yeah, that's the one. Good. Plus 10 ranged power. Looking good. All the stuff we need for ranged combat. Is this one, isn't it? That's 10 ranged. This is plus 12 ranged. This also gives me health and armor, and this only gives me health. So, assuming armor works like in a similar way that it used to, it's probably better. Don't actually know how the armor system works in this. And because nothing else has been consistent about the game, I can't assume that it actually works the same way as it did in the old Gothic games. No. Alright, well there's only one way to go then. It is really annoying that the other quest markers are still there though. Here's our trench. Perfect for a marksman, right? Damn it. A fucking paladin. I'll take 3 arrows. Okay, fine. 4 arrows if you don't bother charging it. So, he must have hit me because I took damage there. But, like, there was absolutely zero indication that he was hit. Or am I just blind? Could be either, if I'm honest. Come on. Fuck! Oh, come on! That just wasn't... What the Okay. I was like, are my arrows just passing through him? Because he's gliding across the ground. Fuck you. Glitches abound today. Come on, glitches that make it entertaining. As long as they're not like game-breaking glitches. Not like... Has anyone played the old Soldier of Fortune games? The old ones were great. But they made a third one that was produced by a different studio, and it was absolutely terrible. And it was full of game-breaking glitches, like targets that were immune to bullets. Like there was one area that I distinctly remember, it was like in a desert, and there was like targets that you had to snipe. And you could shoot them in the head 1,000,000 times. And it did nothing, it just passed right through. And the only way to like get it to like stop doing that was to like exit out, load an old save. Like you have to like leave that area, exit out, load an old save, and then suddenly they would be vulnerable. It's really weird. And it's bizarre like trying to think of like what exactly would, you know, cause that to happen. Usually in coding, like something has to pre-exist that would cause that to happen. I guess maybe it just didn't load in the condition for taking damage. That's the only thing I can think of. It's gonna hurt if it connects, but it didn't. They give it like a little growl even after they're dead and on the ground. Still haven't used alchemy. Shoot. Is that one? Oh good, we got double damage on both of them. I like it. How come that one's not moving though? Alright. I mean, at least they're really easy to spot when the frame rate is toasty toast. Come on. Like, the terrible indication of where the arrow is going to go is probably the worst thing about this archery system, because, like, you can't account for normal arrow drop-off, but then, because, like, you've got, like, 100 yards of, like, perfect aim where there's no drop-off, and then all of a sudden it starts dropping off ridiculously. Like the arrow hits a wall. And sometimes I'm just piss bored aiming. It is absolutely a factor. Come on. I guess we should get the one that's the front runner, right? The one in the back tends to stand still the most because he gets hung up on the guy that's in the front, so they're actually easier targets. More often than not.
There's no
anyway.
more room in here.
I don't want in, I just want to keep going. How packed is that place if there's no more room? I mean, they could just be saying that. I'd probably say that. I'm sorry, we'd love to let you guys in, but there's no more room in this building. It is packed full. I don't hear anyone else in there. No, it's definitely full. Also, I already barricaded everything that I own up against the door, so it'd be kind of inconvenient to try to undo that. Guess we got a way up to the castle now. Oh, the castle candles in the windows. That would be Snaf's place, right? Now, Snaf better look like Snaf. They probably get the voice wrong, but it's fine. I swear to God. God! This isn't the same Snaf, is it? Who has the name Snaf? You're number 26, I guess. Snaf.
Are you Snaf?
Who are you?
How did you get in here?
Gilvy sent me. I'm to bring you into the fortress.
Gilvy? Ah, the woman with the bow. She wanted to rescue me. Is the area clear?
The area's clear. Let's go.
Good. Let's hurry before more of them show up.
Are you the king's cook?
So it seems. Someone has to do it right. And since I can cook, it's me. Worse things could happen. Good that you're here.
I'm gonna rob you. Snaf, who doesn't look or sound like Snaf because he looks and sounds like every other character in the game. Good God. Why did I think that they would have, like, a special character model for Snaf? Why did I think that it wouldn't just be fucking Grillmore's face? I told him that the way was clear. It's not clear. It's not even slightly clear. Although, they are programmed to not attack anything but me, and he's programmed to not attack them, so... For fuck's sakes. Ever think that you'd hate, like, an ultra short aggro range? But aggro is not the word. Fuck! Yes, you, fight me! Stay here and die. Yes. One glidey pants. Yep. That was bullshit. That definitely was supposed to hit. There we go. Satisfying when they pirouette through the air. Come on, there. Did Snaf run away? Is he still here? Well, we're in now, anyway. I mean, that's as far as the dude with the teleporter stone was gonna get us anyway. It's not inside the castle.
Good that you're here.
That's it. The undead are gone.
Oh, I thought that would be the end. Oh, look, the guards are opening the gate.
Better go in. Or that whole thing about you putting in a good word is nothing and I can just waltz on in. I don't know why I expected more than that. Is that Zira? Already?
You!
This is getting silly. What are you doing here?
First, tell me, what are you doing in my fortress?
In your fortress?
The King's fortress. What is it you're doing here?
Looking for Daka.
You found her. What do you want from me?
Ooh.
You are Daka?
Yes, in Thorniara I am. Wait. Diego sent you, didn't he? What does he want?
Zyra, Daka, whatever you're called. Diego needs you. He can prove his innocence to Lord Hagen.
It's impossible right now.
You can't leave Diego to rot just like that.
I've got no other choice. Hagen's missing.
Missing?
The Fool marched out with our best troops to challenge Drurhong in the Bastion, and he hasn't returned.
Hagen is dead.
Or worse.
We'll see.
Do you mean to...
I'm going to the Bastion. Where is it?
At the eastern gate. If you absolutely must go there, take the bridge from the courtyard to the arena quarter. I'll have it open for you.
King Robar. He's your uncle in Thorniara. Who is in trouble?
Yes. He was like a father to me. It hurts me to see him like this.
King Robar is your father?
No, he's like a father. Back then, I snitched his purse in Morasul.
You stole the king's purse?
He wasn't a king then. He was the first man who caught me stealing.
That hardly sounds like the beginning of a wonderful friendship.
It wasn't. He beat the daylights out of me, and then offered me the purse.
Okay.
Druhang, what can you tell me about him?
He always gave me the creeps. Too slick, too uncompromising. But we needed every man we could get hold of. Druhang's mercenaries have proved themselves many times. In Nordmar, in Verent.
In Fesher?
In Fesher? Hagen never issued that order.
Who then? Robar III?
Nobody. When Druhang attacked, he was acting on his own.
Ah.
Druhang conjured the undead.
We don't know that. At any rate, they cannot harm him. In fact, some even obey him.
I was a big blabbermouth back then.
Yes, you were. The hint about the temple was very useful.
No wonder Dantaro found the temple. You milked me like a cow.
Dantero? He's one of Hagen's people. I don't want any dealings with him.
I don't really get the connection between beating and gold. Can you explain?
Very simple. He beat me up because I was caught stealing. And he gave me the gold because I almost succeeded.
So you forgave him just like that?
No, I was going to get even and plunder him.
And? Did you? I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Somehow, something always prevented it. Orcs, assassins, robbers, and militia. He saved my life. Many times. One day I realized I didn't want to rob him anymore. And then he became a king.
And all of that presumably happened, like, when exactly? Because I was playing as him and that shit never happened. And then he went into, like, a nether plane. And then he beamed down back to Earth, and then he was king, so... I'm not sure when the hell that would have happened exactly. No, we can go see him. He's gonna have anything to say to me. Oh, look! Oh. This conversation's going well. Log it. Okay, so she said the eastern gate in the courtyard. And that'll lead us to where we're going. And hopefully we'll have enough time to, like, do that whole quest end thing. Good for me specifically anyway, but... Valuables... Come on. Still no new bow, though. I'd kill for one of those. We got lots of stuff that, like, increase my ranged ability, and I'd like to know how the hell a helmet increases my ranged ability. Or, like... I mean, okay, magical amulets and rings, fine, whatever, but... Pieces of armor? Bullshit. Are these the mercenaries that I'm supposed to kill? Oh, yep. That is a resounding yes. Oh, shit, and they have an archer. Flat out our mercenary. They're not as tough as the undead archers, so that's good. Shoot him in the head. That's
undead. They've taken back the upper town.
You know, you could really help me out right now. That would help a lot if you could just shoot this guy in the head. What good is your bow? How did you get here alive if you're so unwilling to kill? That is a cool ass shield.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, good, you're here.
Jilby, how did you get here?
The world's a small place, eh? I came with Zyra in a boat from Tushu.
What are you doing here?
Diego and Milton didn't turn up again, and they're not at the harbor either.
What?
I came across some traces at the harbor. They disappeared here in the arena quarter.
Do you think they were abducted?
I don't know. They both know how to take care of themselves. They must have been betrayed.
If it was Druhang's doing, then he probably ordered them brought to the Bastion. See if you can find more trails at the harbor. I'll deal with the Bastion.
Will do.
Alright, we already know Zira's here. We were talking to her. That guy in the head.
You ain't
No, I really don't think you will. Interesting turn of phrase there, though. So, the Bastion, is that what this is? No. The quest marker arrow is pointing that way. But this is where the mercenaries are, so... in the head. Ones hanging in the back, I assume, are the ones most likely to be the crossbowmen. That's 2 headshots. 2 headshots, and they only have a sliver left, so definitely weaker than the undead, which makes sense. Not great as far as a difficulty curve, though. Even to have plateaued. Let's just take that one out. The metal clangs to the ground. Maybe not? Okay, fine. To the blue marker it is. Those are all mercenaries, right? Yep. Sure are. And a miss! And now they're all pissed. I mean, if I keep missing, yeah, you probably will. Although they all seem to be, like, big fans of the mace. There's enough of them. Oh shit. I was gonna say there's enough that are melee fighters that I could probably use them as a shield, but does not seem to be proving true. Okay. He's not the best shot. Fuck. Neither am I. In case you hadn't noticed. Fuck! Which is the only reason why the bow only challenge is the challenge that it is. To be fair, in my defense, the sensitivity on this mouse is very different from my old one. Even though I've got like the DPI and everything set up to be as close as physically possible, it seems to be just slightly off. And also, as stated before, that lift is really, really annoying. Fuck. Fuck! Yay. I'm ready to look at that helmet. It's probably not as good as what I have.
The battlements at the eastern gate. Be there.
Battlements at the eastern gate, he said. Ooh, the shit. Apparition, huh?
Here comes a good smacking.
Schmecking.
I'll do you in.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to reach me first. And so far, the only one that can do that is a Shadow Beast. And their bullshit charged attack.
Shepherd from Fesher.
Oh. Someone knows who we are.
Do you in?
What? Oh. Yet. Is that the guy's name? Is Yet? I guess so. Well, I hope this is the way I'm supposed to go, but I really wanted to talk to the dude with the apparition, or that is the apparition, I should say. It disappears as soon as I get there. Got a lot more potions than I had before. Good. And what does it say?
Greetings, Shepherd from Fesher.
You've made remarkable progress. Nevertheless, you'll need my help soon.
Why?
Who are you? What are you?
I'm an ally. My name's Xardas.
What? What?
Why would I want your help? How do I know you are not allied with Xisha?
I've got my own plans for this world. The Unveil are an unwelcomed complication.
I saw you at the temple entrance. Are you a ghost? A male on Nasiri?
No. What you see is an astral projection. At present, I'm in a tower east of Tushu.
What do you want from me?
I want to help you. I've been watching you since Fesher. You are him.
You don't inspire confidence in me.
If you want to reach your goals, you'll accept my help. King Robar'll speak for me.
At the moment, the king isn't even able to wipe his own ass. How can he speak for you?
He will. I'll take care of that. You'll be in need of his knowledge.
Let me guess. You all used to be close friends, and you were telling Diego bedtime stories when he was 5.
The king stuck a hand's width of steel into my ribs back then. Nevertheless, he was a good instrument, just like you.
So, you want to help, and I should believe that?
It's irrelevant whether you believe or not. Your deeds count.
What I do depends on what I believe.
You'll do what you have to do. It is in your nature.
We'll see about that.
Xardas, huh? Well, they just couldn't leave that one alone. I totally forgot about that. Like, completely. I thought he was done away with in Forsaken Gods because he wasn't even a part of that, but now... Xardas is alive, and who guessed it, he's in a tower, and even better yet, he's in a tower that's close to where we are. Not even, like, on another plane of reality.
I'll have you for breakfast.
Just kind of where I call bullshit, but whatever. But yes, Old Nameless was a good tool, and so are we, apparently. All the Namelesses are tools. Shit. There. They seem to miss when you shoot them in the face. As they should. If you got shot in the eye, you probably wouldn't have the best aim after that, I assume. Now, what is going on? That one. Next thing I'll find out that these aren't actually the guards we're supposed to be shooting.
I'll do you in.
I'll find out that... Oh, no. They are mercenaries. Never mind. Don't know what I was talking about. But this is... Oh, I'm supposed to be down below. Is this how we get down below? No, this is a way up. Up is not where we need to be. A reinforced crossbow. That. A mighty healing potion. Good. Plunge is the one that I just squandered out of combat. So... we need to go to the Bastion. I think I'm on the roof of the Bastion, though. Would be my guess. Head back down. Yeah, probably. Sometimes he moves more quickly than others. It's really annoying. And like, I just instinctively have my like finger on shift, because that's normally the run function. But it obviously doesn't do anything in this because there's no run mechanic, but it's just an instinct, you know? It's like, it's going too slow, must push shift. Ah, that was a hit. I didn't notice it, but... yeah, like... if New Nameless could, like, wince or make a noise or just, like... stumble a bit, anything. Any indication the damage has been taken other than the fact that the health bar ticked down a little bit would be great. It's the one thing that does not work at all for this game. Like, doesn't work out for the way it's set up now, and it doesn't work out for the way that the game used to be set up. It's got a key for me. Presumably the key will just be like on a desk or some shit. Take all this stuff. Sell key gain, yeah. It was inside that chest. I'll take all these. Iron swords, they said. Alright, Hagen. Like, presumably that's Hagen.
At last, I'm rescued.
Fuck
I
is
thought I'd
Mulder?
starve to death here.
Whose chest is it, from which I got a key to your cell and this bangle?
Drurhang's.
Drurhang. Where can I find him?
He's not here. He had Lord Hagen dragged off to the arena. Then he disappeared.
What's Drurhang up to with Hagen?
He wants to slay him in the Lord Dominic arena as a spectacle for his men.
How do I get to the arena?
Through the trench. There's an underground entrance leading to the arena cells. Best you go through the rear exit in the western part of the Bastion. This is the way Drurhang's men went when they took Lord Hagen to the arena. Here, I stole this key from one of them earlier. This is one of the keys Drurhang handed out to his men. It should make getting to the arena easier.
So you stole a key for something other than your own cell. You're an interesting man.
What happened here?
They had gathered our forces for a decisive strike, and pushed Drurhang's men all the way back to the Bastion. At least that's what we thought. But it was a trap.
A trap?
Yeah. Drurhang bellowed out an order, and suddenly it started raining death from the Bastion's roof. Undeath, actually. Those of us who weren't eaten got rounded up by Drurhang's men, and now we're stuck in here.
So the undead obey Drurhang?
They certainly do. He bragged about it. Said they were his army, a present from the mistress.
The mistress, so presumably the evil thing, Zasha? Or whatever the hell? I don't know. So he set out the west gate. Yeah, so he stole a key and it was to this gate, not his own. Fool! I guess to be fair, you wouldn't know what the key's for. He'd be hoping that it was the one he needed to get out. But we're just gonna crawl back in because that's where we're gonna call it a day. Because I presume more talky stuff is gonna happen after this, so I'm just gonna stand right here and we'll pick it up tomorrow, alright? So please like the video if you enjoyed it anyway, and take care out there. Episode's a good one.